Hello, my dear friends. Can I share with you my experiences of my heart? What is freedom? Freed plus om. Where your oming is freed. That's freedom, my dear friends. So, free it up from coccygeal plexus, free it up from Muladhara chakra to heart chakra, to the crown chakra. Okay, let it rise up freely and the everlasting freedom is attained, my dear friends. Solution to all problems of life and mental peace and understanding of truth is possible only to a large-hearted one who has honestly fulfilled his or her duties well according to Dharma Sutra. That is what wise men said. This entire universe is permeated in and through myself. Whom shall I say hello? Whom shall I say hi dear? And whom shall I give a handshake or greet or send a compliment to? All diversity of forms and qualities are appearing like mirage upon the vastness of myself. Whom shall I bow down to? All this is me, visible and invisible. How shall I say this exists and that one does not? I am the absolute truth. All science, all philosophy, all political power and nuclear weapons are execrations of my being. Like firmament, like pure, translucent, spotless, clean I am. Eternal, pure awareness, deathless as I am. Never I know suffering and happiness. Where and how does it happen, and to whom I do not know. Body and mind generated sin and virtue are not mine. All discourses and words I uttered are not mine, since I am beyond all. I am beyond Ananda. Mind like space with a face in all directions. Nothing beyond mind, still mind is not true. How shall I see myself in person or impersonal? Since I alone am permeating all and everything throughout galaxies and universes, so how shall I see myself in a person? Neither you were born nor you ever die, because your body, mind, ego are not yours, which have obsessed you like a ghost, like one screaming in nightmare. That's how is your life. Why are you running around like a goblin, like a vampire, like a ghost, my dear? Home to college, and college to home, then office to home, home to office. And then all over the nation, all over on international flights going around the world, what pain is bothering you all life? Why are you not at ease with yourself? Don't have to marry, nor anyone has to marry you. No torment, no romance, no union, no hugging. It's all me, myself. Birth and death, bondage and liberation, good and bad, loss and gain, ignorance or enlightenment are all mind's game. Not you. They have nothing to do with you. Even your name and form are not yours. Sheer psychological projections as they are. Only then you are wailing so loudly. Why then you are wailing so loudly, my dear? Katham rodishire vatsa namarupam nate name. Why are you crying so loudly? Illusioned, mesmerized, hypnotized, heavily programmed with last stage of lunacy. Oh, people of the world, why are you rushing down here and there like spirit and ghost and goblins? Just drop brainless madness of attachment and see yourself inseparable from the Supreme Power. Aho chittakathambanta pradhavasi pishachavat abhinnam paschachatmanam ragatyagat sukhi bhava. How can an inert stone meditate? How can pure consciousness meditate? How can a materialist, scientist, politician or terrorist meditate? If there is no truth as such, why meditate after all? If there is truth, why then also meditate? Because then that alone is nothing to lose, nothing to gain. If you are inseparable one with yourself, how do you say you don't know it or you know it? Someone else is needed to know other than this object of knowledge. The moment when all this world becomes a myth, all world-related books and talks and TV shows and newspapers and computer data, scientific inventions become mythology, all bodies, all belongings, all showrooms of supermarkets turn garbage can to you, then is your actualization of truth valid and acceptable, my dear friend. Otherwise, not until then. He is you. You are him. Then how can I say self is asamvedya? Means inconceivable. If he is already in you, you cannot say it is swasamvedya because nothing exists except him. Difference between knower and known is finished. All the way from Mahatattva to this ever-changing world, I have no perception even in the slightest. Only absolute Brahman is all and everywhere. How can I be aware of social classification of duties called varnashram dharma? By illusion, the only one moon of the full moon night appears two or many. So also one indivisible self appears in billions due to blindness caused by lack of right perspective, my dear friends. Vedo na diksha na cha munda na kriya gurur na shishyo na cha yantra sampadaha. I have attained that eternity. I have attained that eternity of life where there is no Vedas, no initiation, no head shaving, no long beard growing, no matted locks of hair having, no guru, no disciple, no yantra, no mudra, no rituals, no yogic postures, no discipline at all. I am free now, here. Independent, immortal self as I am. I have accomplished that supremacy where having a spotless, clean character or being characterless, completely detached or having all royal possessions, meek, serviceful or nude, problematic, selfish and selfless have lost their significance. Where no speech, no mind has ever access, how can a guru educate and guide into? Just get lost into oblivion of the infinitum and you made it. Mutra shonidurgeyam yamedhya dvara dushiten Charmakunde ramanti te lipyanti na sanjaya. Such pool of flesh of woman is dirty with pus, with piss and blood and shit or bad smelling. It's like an und, those who find pleasure in there and there, they alone get trapped and tangled up in illusions of miseryful world. Okay? The woman from whom you are born, you lure to enjoy the same, from which madness of lust or humanity is born, rushes down speedily to move back into the same pit. Vaginal opening is downwards. By fascinated to it, you can only fall down and uplift. Inside there is hell, mound around the outer face is hairy and crooked. Lady is anti-freedom, anti-independence, or arch-enemy of higher consciousness. What to speak of enlightenment? Woman is like flaming fire and man is like a jar of butter. Closeness causes melting and sensational oblivion and annihilation and evaporation of all higher possibilities of life, my dear friends. So watch out! Agni kunda samanari bhrata kumbho samonara sansargesham sansargesha vilayante tasmat tam parivarjayet. There are 3 drug intoxicants. First, jaggery prepared, barley prepared, and grapes prepared. One does not, one does of which intoxicates the outer world is the fourth drug called the neck deep mud sinking like fascination between male and female. Dropping use of alcohol is incomplete until dropping of male-female sensational involvement. Okay? Sensational involvement is successfully made, then worrying for the body brings senility, my dear. Senility is speedy and fastest when more bags of blood, piss and shit get added to your own as usual in the name of wife and kids, relatives, friends, this and that. So, protect yourself. Senility-free intellect alone bears sensitivity. Oh.